Carlton is back on that coat. Will and Lisa can't seem to stay away from each other. And Michael Ealy gon' Michael Ealy. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Van coming to you right here on Erica Van TV with another Bel Air video. In this video, I am breaking down the trailer for episode 6, which will drop at 5 a.m. on Thursday, Pacific Standard Time. And we will be going live, I'm thinking around 7 p.m. on that night to talk about it. I cannot wait to talk about this show with y'all. I'm absolutely obsessed with Bel Air. This reboot is something that I did not expect, but it's everything that I needed, and I cannot rave enough about it. So if you're not watching it, please go ahead and turn on Peacock, catch up, so that you can come into the live and kiki with me and all the other amazing subbies who are enjoying this amazing series. And before I get into my breakdown for the trailer, I want to shout out Big Kev, longtime supporter, just super amazing human. Love you so much, Kev. Thank you for all the messages that you send me. He posted on my last episode breakdown the comment with the theory, and I want to share it with y'all. Big Kev says, I have a wild theory. I think either Carlton will get pulled over or caught with drugs on him and it will be publicized, and Lisa's dad will make it a huge story which could cost Uncle Phil the election, or he and Will are riding together and will accept responsibility for the drugs being in the car. I hope Will don't do it because Carlton don't deserve. He needs to ride. Last episode we saw Carlton get an attitude because he found out by way of Trey that Uncle Phil pulled a bunch of strings, kind of illegal strings, to get Will out of jail and to bring him over to Bel Air, and he feels a way about it. Now he's holding it over Uncle Phil's head, he's holding it over Will's head, he blackmailing them both, like just trying to manipulate and get what he wants. And then I do think that there's going to be something that comes out when it comes to Carlton, that he's going to also need some type of illegal behavior to save him from himself. And then I'm just going to be sitting there like, of course Phil gonna do it, but now we don't want to hear about what he did for Will. Like, Carlton, we get it. Like, we know that Carlton in the original never wanted Will to be there. He started feeling jealous. He started feeling inferior and all that. But this new super villain Carlton is on a whole nother level. And it's not even just like friendly competition or just jealousy. It's like cracked out cooning as well as this jealousy. And I just can't. I can't with him. But I absolutely love your theory. I definitely think that there's going to be something coming when it comes to Lisa's dad, who is, I think, the police chief. Because he already feels a way about how Uncle Phil was talking about defund the police a few episodes back, and they're trying to clean that up. Last episode, his campaign manager was like trying to help him backtrack to clean that up. So it's definitely going to be something happening in reference to that, and we just going to have to keep it locked. So shout out to you, Big Kev. Your theory is dope. I definitely think it has some legs to it, and we gonna see. Make sure you join me on live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday so that we can chop it up after we all watch the new episode. But speaking of trailers, so the trailer starts off with Ashley letting Uncle Phil and AUNT VIV know that somebody is getting chewed up on social media, and I'm assuming it's going to be Uncle Phil because he is definitely running for DA right now. He's, toggling back and forth and making a stance that he's making and sticking true to some of his authentic beliefs versus telling people what they want to hear just so that he can win the election. So I definitely think that she's tracking something, and something has come out in reference to Uncle Phil. And now, you know what, y'all? I just rewatched it. They are definitely not talking about Uncle Phil and his campaign. I think that they are roasting Carlton online, as they should, which is probably what is sending him into this little coke-headed spiral that he got going on. He is not just snorting Xanax, y'all. I know he said he was snorting Xanax, but he is snorting way more than that, because it's giving such crack behavior. It's giving very crackhead. Y'all, maybe it's not Carlton, because who cares about Carlton that much? Look at me going back and forth. I'm literally rewatching this trailer like I've watched it like 15 times, and I'm like, they are definitely talking about Will, but I'm trying to figure out what would have come out about Will that would make people roast him online. Trey is back at home talking we know last episode Trey went home early because Will decided not to move back to Philly, and he felt like Will thought he was better than him, thought he was better than West Philly. That is what it is. So Will is probably struggling with his homies, his hometown people that he know and love, reading him for filth online and talking about him running, scared of Rashad, whatever. But they gonna say what they gonna say, Will. At the end of the day, you are in a very bomb position, and it's only up from here. So whatevs. And we get this confirmation because Uncle Phil is holding Will's head in his hand, talking about everybody goes through something, just trying to reassure him that he will get through this, and he has the family, so he gonna be fine. Uncle Phil definitely got other things to worry about besides his career, like Michael and Elian with his beautiful brown eyes. Lord, this trailer is everything. From that moment, we get the voiceover of Uncle Phil saying, you chose to stay here, stay with this family. And then we get to see Will meeting up with Lisa in like a garden area, and then also him pulling up a chair to talk to Aunt Viv. Probably after Aunt Viv has some little mix up or dust up between her and Michael Ealy's little character and Uncle Phil, because later on in the trailer, we get to see Uncle Phil coming in like, hello, I am Phil. She introduces her husband. He makes his presence known without even saying much, but you know, that is what it is. And then I think the awkward tension that we see between Will and Lisa is because last episode, Carlton forced Will to back away from Lisa, or he was going to out him for all of what Uncle Phil did to get him out of jail. So Will started to do so, and Lisa's been feeling that, like last episode, she was like, what's going on with Will, talking to Carlton, but he didn't actually tell. And now she's probably like wondering, like, why is he keeping his distance? Why is he, you know, doing what he's doing? And they're probably going to get a chance to actually talk, and hopefully Will tells her like, yo, this is why I actually had to do X, Y, and Z, and he comes clean, because then that also will tie into why he's uncomfortable with her father being the police, basically the chief of police, and what all that issue was that he had with her about that the episode prior. Child. And then going to Cokehead Coon and Carlton, y'all. Will goes to knock on his door, and we see him raging out, snorting like he ain't never snorted before. Will's talking about Lisa needs you, and he's talking about, no, she don't, because she got you. Mind you, y'all, this little art thing that we seen in the trailer, I believe that this is the memorial moment or event that Carlton and Lisa were planning from last episode. And it's crazy because now you're spiraling out. You don't want to support her because she, you know, blocks his advances. He tried to kiss her last episode. So it's clear that you was only doing it because you was trying to squirm your way back into her, get back with her. And you must really don't care about her mother or care about her and her feelings, because you can literally throw all of that away just because she don't want to be with you anymore, and clearly because she wants to be with Will. But it's like, grow up, Carlton. And then that brings us to the moment that's like my favorite moment of the whole trailer. Aunt Viv introducing Michael Ealy, art gallery bae, to husband bae, and it just gets real awkward real quick. Uncle Phil is looking at him like, why are you in my house? Why are you looking at my wife this way? He was walking in the hallway, and he just looks into the room, and he sees Vivian looking at him looking at Vivian, and it's like, to be a fly on the wall. It's going down this episode. From there, we get some quick cuts to like the police chief, Lisa's dad, who of course is going to be there because this is his wife. We get Hilary, which seems like she's in the influencer house, and she dresses some little white, it looks like lingerie, honey. It is lingerie. Are we getting a love interest, or is she shooting a video? It's panning out, so it looks like she's shooting a video, and I'm like, Lord, is Hilary about to be doing like libations, food, and lingerie? I can't. I mean, Coco, you look utterly amazing, honey, but come on now, child. And by the end of the trailer, it looks like we're getting Will and Lisa's first kiss, which I am totally here for. I'm completely shipping them. I cannot wait to see it. What are y'all predictions, thoughts, and theories? Drop them in the comment section down below, and I will respond to your comments. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my Bel Air content. Again, join me on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk about episode 6 after it premieres, and then we will be doing lives every Thursday as we have new episodes, so keep it locked with me every single week. I love you all for watching. You can catch up on any of my previous breakdowns on Bel Air by clicking this video right here, this playlist right here, or get into All American if you're not watching that already, because the shows are kind of similar. Bel Air is a little bit darker, but Spencer James I think you're gonna love. Check out that playlist right here.